Goddess of Victory, Nikke.
If I kill everyone, I'll be closer to the goddesses. To the queen. For the goddesses. For the queen. Slash, smash, sear and shatter. Everyone will be happy. For the goddesses. For the queen.
Alright, there we go. There we go. Yeah, I just had in my audio interface, not my mixer. I was doing recording yesterday, so yeah. But what are you trying out with your new style exactly? A new character? Just trying to like focus on anatomy? What are you working on in particular? What's the objective? So there was something in there.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
Can do. Let's go, Justin. I have to protect my head after all. Now, what's the training dummy, essentially? One of your OCs? Okay, in the right direction.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
I'm gonna have to go through there. So I may get the double jump from Hexagon. Yep, here we are. More modules. Movement speed. And as far as general attack goes, or I could do physical. Just have more health. Another door control device. Oh, I am glad to have gotten some movement speed stuff. Good. But the other one is quite a ways away. Quite a ways away. Check the okay. Up. Rapture. Oh, yep, here it is. Part 2. I do want to check what's up here as well. There seems to be an instrument device over here on the left. Or just the shape of a bell. A wall-shaped bell. No, a bell-shaped wall. It's a door-shaped door. Damage boosted. I don't want to get too much damage. Child's play. You shattered. Hey, that still works in my favor because I only have one other objective to reach. So progression is practically near inconsequential. You don't really lose much. Ow. Oh god, that hurts! Ow. Now, let me check. Oh, I see. Nice view. Yeah, a little bit more defined areas, especially from a frontal view too. Oh! Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Now I can head to the door of Hexagon. Wait, what? That's nice. Let me also the challenges. Oh wait, almost forgot. Get all the missions. Which is stuff, honestly. It's just garnish. HP recovery. That helps. Moving speed's just gonna be a tad bit more expensive. Hexagon. Ow. No, I thought for a boss it would be chunking me just a bit more of health. Coordinate of Hexagon. It's time to transmit the coordinates of 4 signal data points. The ever so celebrated double jump. Such graceful movement too. Just that a little twirl. Feels good then too. Enjoy the lurk. Broken ego. Jump dash, jump dash. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Jump, jump. Yeah, fast travel definitely should have shown the full map. It feels like there's no point in just having it close by. I guess whatever the phones can actually allow is pretty much the other thing. Yeah, that too. Nope. Wait, now this thing can double jump? And what are your suspicion about it? Oh, okay, okay. If it's spoiled territory, but if everything from that point on was just Anakiro. Cinderella is still kind of locked away. Why else would she be destroying a bunch of Nikke and a bunch of Raptures in order to get some core data? Morse code. Yeah, the loading screens definitely. The loading screens are definitely a tell-all. It's all about sowing discord, distrust, manipulation. A practical playbook for possible heretics, if anything. Alright, take a bow. Which way? Oh, where? Yep, here we go. Right, let's see. We can hold on just a little bit longer. Just a little bit longer. Your first one? Yeah, same. Gotta get that money, man. Database signal that evokes a sacred priest is transmitting an unknown string of characters. Data content R4P UN23L. Rapunzel. Yeah, I forgot about that too. I always make sure. BTC has her and Richie's and they're both nutty. I wonder why. I guess being knee deep in the books really does kind of put you in a nice little cage bird situation. Where practically the outside world is just kind of completely barren in concept. Until someone just brings that world to you. Just like how Red Hook kind of hooked Rapunzel up on such erotic literature too. It all starts with just a peek in full view. It's like the... Hold on. Whoa. The best way I could probably describe Rapunzel is like a girl you probably met in like Catholic school, where they were so reserved, probably just nerdy too. The next thing you know, like years later, you just see them just absolutely horn dogging. Absolute horn dog. Ooh. Oh, retreat. No, never mind. Should have enough gold in order to. Yep. Oh, let me grab that HP recovery module. Or let me hold out just a little bit longer. I could probably get enough. What's down here? Oh, whole underside. There we go. Let's take a look at the map. Yeah, either way is still going the right way. Well, that's new. Some more money. I wish you could actually see how much money we've been getting too. Doesn't really help that we have to just constantly pause it just to see that progress. Oh, those suicide bombers. Let me... Let curiosity take me to places where I never... Oh, sweet. Sweet. Now I gotta switch. And up we go. Ooh, that's a big one. But all talk. No way up, though. Or no easy way up, that is. But there is a way down. But I have a good feeling we're going to be going that way anyway, just so we can pick something up. And that Rapture had a really bad fall. And since these big raptures have a good amount of change, it helps. Alright, good. Wait. Yeah. Ow. Round Naples. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be a long trek. I don't want to spend too much time on the mini game. No matter how fun it is, I still do have to make some progress on story 2. But then again, the fact that we're in a wasteland also kind of gives a bit of a glance as to how things are going to play out, because when the Goddess Squadron squared off against an Akiro, it was in a wasteland at an old abandoned factory. So it kind of makes sense that we're just heading to the destination of our inevitable death. Yes, well, yeah, exactly. All the more of a reason. Ow. that. Pitiful. And sneak past. Excellent. Okay, so that means there might be some sort of warp nearby. Let's get rid of this grenadier. That sniper's gone. Just further ahead. A database signal that evokes a brave swordsman. It's transmitting an unknown string of characters. 5C, 4RL, 3T, Scarlet. Scarletto. Okay, we're gonna have to head down. Look at that data there too. But not down that way. So that still at least takes us to where we need to be. Never mind. That'll be too easy. Alright, we're up to the next data. So far we have Scarlet and Rapunzel. And notice how the goddesses are referred to as idols instead. Yep. Dodo. Totally. For the Doro, the creature that has somehow spawned from the depths the fathoms of ego. Yeah, they have. That's the funny thing. It's become such a long-running meme that it's finally got official acknowledgement. But it's become so much of a meme that it's even got like their own versions out there, which is crazy. Nope, nothing there. Lonely Wasteland. Where the heck am I? Oh, here. Yeah, the door of Dorothy, Cinderella engraved in the truck. Yeah. Right, let me grab this. I'm broke. Oh, hello. It's a secret wall. None of you are free of sin. For I block Akiro. I take after the late and great Blockma. Alright, now up I go. False platform. Yeah, her default's a real good design. It's pretty shiny too. Oh, that was 3 chunks. Yeah, I guess the outfit's for like people that want her to be more dainty. And reverse her eyes. That too. We don't block it? Yeah, blocking is a disadvantage. Yesterday I repaired Hansel and Gretel's arms. Today I fixed Red Shoe's legs. I spent far too much time repairing Siren's jaw. It took much longer than I expected to mend everyone, but at least now everyone is fixed. If only I could fix you like I did the others, but how wonderful that would be. Cinderella's corruption is showing a completely different pattern than any previously known cases. They say that they don't even know how it spreads. Red Shoes knows more about the corruption than I do, so if I wake her up and get her thinking, we might find a clue to a cure. We must. I can't lose Cinderella, not like this. Yeah, Siren got fucked up. Siren got absolutely fucked up. Like there was like one art piece that I came across. I think it was by some Chinese artist that just pretty much highlights just how bad of an ass whooping that Siren got. Her jaw is completely gone. Like all you see is just the upper half of her mouth. It's just everything else is just old flesh just dangling from her face. Yeah, let's go, Vento. I don't know why your screen's not showing. So we just try about the OTL squad. You can't trust everything when they all have twins. Right. What an odd thing to really point out too. It's like the whole blood thinks she's on the team kind of deal. That's too much, that's too much, that's too much. Everyone else says someone close in color scheme. Just need to get there. And the teleporters are so few and far between too. It's a long trek. Damn it, I did it again. Oh, ward. Managed to catch it before it got away. Well, red shoe sticks out like a sore thumb with those massive red shoes. Yes, yes, yes. Definitely the red shoes. Nothing else sticks out quite like a sore thumb than her shoes. And her thighs. Ah. Wait, hold up. Let me see. My module's hard. Yeah, there are. My thighs are everyone's zip code. It's a whole county. A whole county line. And trust me, you would not want to be the one just getting absolutely in the way of just getting kicked. Because that would definitely kill somebody. Legs of frickin' battering rams with jets. Oh, what? All right, I'm on the right path. Child's play. Huh? Good, good. Get rid of these two. Get more energy back. Gotta keep moving. Get the drum beat strong. Got close. Just hit right above the head. Right on top of Arakino's big ass head. Oh, I can't shoot! Enjoy the fall on the way down, sucker. Yeah, just kill the raptor on the way down. They try to jump and try to reposition, but it died before it could even do that. It just had a nice fall. You gonna target? A target? A target for what exactly? Oh, for liberation. Okay. I guess something that Liberalia does later in the story. Jesus. It just likes her design. She's the one with like the jellyfish motif, right? Okay, yeah, yeah. I think I do remember seeing her during like some of the leaks that were out and about before. Okay, finally, another teleporter. Ah. You can fix her. Oh no. Maybe she's much more fun if she's worse. Wait. Wait. Yes. Alright, there's something here. Snow White. Towards the idols. Cinderella has a scorpion motif. Mm-hmm. What the hell? Oh, Goddess Squad. Okay, so where do we go from here? Since we got all the data that we needed. I mean, I've seen her, but I haven't really gone through Crown's entire event. Okay, there's the next objective. I think if it's in the arc, oh god. And there's Scarlet. Scarlet Rapture destroyed. Rapunzel. Alright, good. Dorothy. Keep up the pressure. No, the last one was Snow White. The other one was Rapunzel. This one's Rapunzel. And boom. Ooh. And that one was Red Hood. Swear moved after being ambushed and knocked out? Why is the data for the damaged glass clip has been restored? Let's explore this place for the time being. Laser beam! This looks like a research facility. Okay, so we do need to do story 2 in order to continue. With the Red Shoe story, if I was... Okay. I guess we want to come across that naturally. Wait, what the hell? The red flags are there. Good thing I'm colorblind. Let me go back to the previous map, right? Okay. Around here? Or next area? In the research facility? That's all good. But nah. I mean, I've probably missed a good bulk of some of those story events. It was like the story before New Year's, essentially. Yeah, Master Voodoo CQC. Yeah, she was like the only experimental team of Master Voodoo's Nikke's for that CQC program before it just got scrapped. It was her and I forgot her partner's name. But those two were upgraded. Everyone died and her partner was felled by her own head.
Slash, smash, sear, and shatter. Everyone will be happy.
And I guess her friend was also corrupted too, which probably forced her hand to just take her life. Oh, they don't even they don't even hide it. Her friend willingly. Oh, that overstepped the bounds then.
I'll protect you, darling. If you want, I will join you, Your Grace.
Is it a bet? Are we gonna go play a game? Sounds fun.
Glass Slippers is shattered. The party's over.
The chiming of the clock rings out loudly. As if reacting to the sound, Cinderella opens her eyes.
What the?
Run!
Calm down. These restraints are made out of pure titanium. She's not going anywhere.
I don't know, man. It looks like she could break those cuffs.
It hurts!
Why is she reacting so strongly now, when she didn't before?
Is it working? There wasn't any reaction until 5 minutes after the substance was injected.
This Vophouse truly could be a heretic killer.
It's remarkable that a bullet made from a substance extracted from the blood has such a pronounced effect. Unbelievable. What exactly is this Vophouse?
The important thing is that this is highly effective against heretics. Research it thoroughly, and give me a report.
What do you mean by research?
We have a test subject right in front of us, and the means to manipulate it at will. Do you need me to explain further?
What? Where am I? What am I?
She's talking. Is she no longer a heretic?
No, her eyes are still red.
No way. Look at those eyes. They're the same as a Nikke who's been corrupted. Corruption is incurable. Don't believe anything this thing says. Got it?
All right.
We can win. If we weaponize this Vophouse, we can...
What happened to me? Please, answer me.
Modernia? Yes.
That hurts. What happened to my comrades?
Yep, the red eyes always stay.
What happened to the goddess squad?
Meanwhile, she's just being treated like a freaking lab rat.
What happened to the world? The pain! How much time has passed? Where is this place? Say something! Please!
Shut up. Just shut up. Stop talking and stay quiet. You don't deserve to talk. Do you know how many people you've killed? How many Nikkes you've destroyed? So many people. And it's all because of you. Murderer. Butcher. Traitor. You're a disgrace to the Nikke name. Humanity's greatest failure. You're a monster. You'll never be able to wash yourself of these sins for as long as you live.
I see. My story has been tainted. My story is not beautiful anymore. I'm no longer beautiful. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. For being weak. For killing. For being alive. I'm sorry.
Open this door immediately.
Now, I will remain still. I won't do anything, now that my body has been changed, in order to contribute to humanity. Even if in the smallest way, I will remain like this. I will close my ears, my eyes, my mouth, and remain still.
You bastards! I said open this door! What are you doing to her?
please. I hope that this can atone for my sins, even if only partially.
I'm not scared so long as Noir is here with me. Bunny Girl never loses. You are merely delaying the inevitable. Reloading. This may take more time than I thought.
Instant destruction.
I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
You got 1 minute.
1 minute is all we can spare.
That's all I can give you.
Okay.
No speaking or physical contact. All you can do is look.
I got it.
If you break these rules, we'll have no choice but to intervene using force.
How long are you going to keep babbling? How many times do I have to tell you that I got it? What's your name? Who do you report to?
I
understand all the damn rules, and I have no intention of breaking them, so don't say another word to me. Or else I'll call your superior and make your life a living hell.
Abe is not having it. Definitely not having it. Especially after getting Swiss cheese and having a head cut off, too.
Your authority has been revoked.
Would you like to put that to the test?
But one thing never changes. She's still got that attitude. That neurosis is finally taking hold to something a little bit more of like a very caring mother. Cinderella is a baby after all, and seeing her just go through all that, being corrupted and being driven to a point of no return, just kind of snapped something in her. So now she's gone full Karen.
Even if my authority has been revoked, I've got more pull than an entire truckload of your superiors. You've jerked me around and wasted enough of my time already with this red tape. Open the door, now.
I just like how the CGs are just very, very wimpy. Almost kind of spineless in a way. The door to the lab opens and a cold chill can be felt. Abe looks at Cinderella hanging on a specifically made frame. Abe walks over. She hears a loud protest from the researchers behind her, but pays him no mind. Abe gets closer and looks at Cinderella's face. She opens her eyes and looks at Abe.
Cinderella.
Ave.
Abe.
Are you back?
Yeah.
But why are you like this? You fool.
If you don't get away from her now, I'll shoot!
We don't have time for this. Let's go.
Abe starts to fuss with the cables wrapped around Cinderella.
Wait! What are you doing?
Ave.
Dang it. How do you untie this?
I said stop!
Ave. Stop.
We're getting out of here.
I'll shoot!
You could have done that by now, you dipshit.
Level 1 combat alert!
Raptures are coming.
What?
The researcher hurriedly pulls out his phone.
A large-scale unit of Raptures are approaching, including 5 Tyrant class. Everyone evacuate.
Oh, massive ones.
Anichiro is to be disposed of immediately.
That's our cue to get out of here. Get up, Cinderella.
I'm staying.
You can feel guilty and be a guinea pig all you want, but I know you don't want to be captured by the Raptures and assimilated again.
As Cinderella moves, the cables around her body break. Like I said, she could break those cuffs.
Glass slippers. Connect. Let's go.
Can you stop those things from coming this way?
No. Not right now. My link with glass slippers is too unstable.
Fine. Then let's book it out of here.
Emergency! The heretic Anichiro has escaped.
Keep your pants on. We haven't even taken a single step yet.
Requesting backup. Ah! Ah!
Yeah, the voice direction here it definitely needed a bit more work. A bit more urgency, if anything.
It's okay. Don't be scared.
Speculation? Sure, shoot.
I won't let you get hurt.
You crazy bastard! What are you shooting for?
Die, heretic! You traitor! Ah! Ah!
Wretches nihilistic. Considering the body type, it does kind of make sense.
Oh.
She doesn't have a scratch on her! I'm sorry. I'm sorry for cutting, burning, stabbing, freezing, and searing you. Please spare me. Please.
Cinderella cautiously walks forward. The last note will... Yeah, we'll see.
I swear I have no intention of hurting you.
God, don't come near me. Stay back, you hear? I'm sorry. It was all my fault.
I don't resent you. I understand how you feel.
Cinderella takes another step forward.
So? Oh.
Mommy?
He's dead.
But... how? Why?
The Raptures have begun their attack. We've got to run.
Run to where?
Anywhere. Title: Heretic Lab Report. The lab in which the heretic was being stored was destroyed by a large-scale rapture unit. 425 casualties. 124 Nikke units damaged beyond repair. All internal data for the lab was lost. Special notes. The heretic, Anichiro, escaped. It regained consciousness 32 days before the incident. Conclusion. It has been confirmed that the heretic Anichiro summoned the Raptures using a calling signal, killed the workers inside the lab, and escaped.
But that's not how it actually happened. But it's a cover-up anyway in order to make sure that Anichiro is still antagonized. Still
So
more
much destruction
for
that
story
I
one,
caused.
or is there something else?
How can I ever atone for my sins? I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster. If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
Let's keep going with our story 2 venture.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster. I will clean up neatly and beautifully.
Reloading. This may take more time than I thought.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
You're the ace up our sleeve for this mission? You look pretty weak to me. I wonder if you're up to the task.
This is our first meeting, and this is how you act? Your rudeness knows no bounds.
That's rich coming from someone parading themselves around in a dress, prattling on about how they're a goddess.
Who in the world are you talking about? I know it's not me.
That is certainly you.
Please, forgive her for her impropriety. I apologize on behalf of my colleague.
Yeah, you go ahead and apologize, because I won't be.
Keep on waiting. I rescind my apology. You deserve one directly from them.
The delusions.
You said you were Cinderella, right? I have a lot of questions about glass slippers. Can I take a look at it? If at all possible, I'd love to tinker with it and take it apart.
Oh my goodness! Talking about undressing on the first meeting. That's rather bold of you.
Rapunzel, please.
It's important to keep in mind where you're undressing as well.
Rapunzel, please.
Anyway, I'd be quite interested in having a look.
I'm sorry for all the chatter. You must be disappointed that we're not what you expected.
Not at all. I love how lively you all are.
Cinderella, was it? We have high expectations for you during this mission. From what I hear, you're the equivalent of a walking tactical weapon. Can you show me what you can do?
Of course, anytime.
Very good. Let's proceed with the test right now. We've prepared 500 Nikkes. Show us how quickly you can kill them.
Okay.
From what we hear, you're quite skilled at killing Nikkes. Show us.
Huh.
I hope you're ready for this.
The delusions.
I see you're quite confident.
Oh, before we start, just a small formality. We need you to make a record, nothing too serious. Something where you talk about your aspirations and stuff like that.
My aspirations? That's easy to answer. I want to thrive and coexist with the ravishing goddesses. In the end, I would like to become even more beautiful than them.
Don't you think that might be a bit challenging?
What makes you think that?
Because you've got too much blood on your hands.
Yep, and the nightmare is over.
Are you awake? Seems like you were having a good dream. You were shouting and tossing and turning like crazy.
I dreamt about the goddesses.
Even now, you can't get them off your mind, can you?
It was a nightmare.
I hate it when that happens.
What is this place?
This is my personal bunker where I'd scurry off to if I didn't feel like working. No one knows about it except me.
Ave.
Wait. First, eat this.
Steam wafts from the bag, and a strong smell of artificial seasoning lingers in the air.
Just because you're a heretic doesn't mean you can't eat, right?
I don't know.
Then try it. Well?
I can eat.
How's the taste?
It's good.
Then eat up. You probably haven't had a proper meal in ages.
Yeah.
That's it. Eat it all. You probably feel it's unfair, right? Go on. Cry as much as you want, until there are no more tears to shed. It's quite fortunate, though, don't you think? Even after all these changes, you can still cry. Monsters don't shed tears.
I'm here. There's no cause for concern. Hurry up. Reloading. This may take more time than I thought. I must keep my darling safe. I shall grant you victory, Your Grace.
You fought with the goddesses and lost.
Yep, pretty badly.
You were torn to shreds. It was a decent idea, using the goddesses as a form of suicide. Anichiro had become a symbol, but one on which humans could pin all their hatred. If things had been left as they were, humanity would have crumbled from within. Therefore, the heretic Anichiro was transferred to a place called the Heretic Lab. But you didn't die. Every time you were injured, you regenerated. When they took you to that place, you were subjected to all sorts of...
torture, experimentation.
inspections.
Yeah.
You
bad.
don't need to sugarcoat it.
Alright. You were experimented on. They wanted to find out what weapons worked against heretics, and how to neutralize your ability to regenerate, to get a better idea of your interior composition. For a while, they couldn't find anything of much use. Then an unknown substance called Vophaus was introduced. Apparently, it's a substance that kills heretics.
Huh? It specifically targets heretics?
That's right. Hard to wrap your mind around, isn't it? A substance specifically designed to eliminate a heretic.
That must mean there are more of them. Heretics.
That's a reasonable deduction. Anyway, they injected you with Vophaus. There was a noticeable decline in your regenerative abilities, and then you began to regain consciousness. That's when you returned to your original self, right?
Yeah.
Exposure to very extreme stimuli, essentially. Once the Vophaus came into the picture, that's where she started coming to. In the same way, that's how it happened to Modernia. Got injected with the Vophaus and then was subjected to such extreme stimuli to the point where she started to quote-unquote wake up from whatever corruption or whatever kind of hold that the queen had. So...
I knew it.
yeah.
That tells me Vophaus isn't a substance meant to kill heretics, but the cure for corruption. I doubt I need to tell you what happened after that. You experienced it yourself.
What happened to everyone?
After getting a thrashing from you, we were just waiting to die when Oswald came and revived us. He repaired us, did all sorts of other things, and 2 months flew by. We cleared our names and proved we weren't traitors.
Did you get a brain scan?
No. At this point, the only information they'd be able to get with that would be our favorite foods, so they didn't bother using it.
Yeah. Oswald is certainly up there. There's certain videos I want to watch after I'm done with
We worked hard to
Tales.
explain and presented evidence.
That it kind of goes into like more depth as to like how Oswald's such a heroic character even after the events of what happened in Overzone.
So we're in the clear now. Well, we're still under strict surveillance.
I heard something about a central government.
The United Forces of Humanity and VTC merged to become the central government. All the other smaller corporations were also incorporated. It sounds like a corporate merger, doesn't it? Humanity acknowledged defeat and hid underground. They're moving to a giant subterranean city called the Ark.
They admitted defeat? The straw that broke the camel's back must have been...
You.
Yes, it was you. Your actions are what caused the lift mission to fail. The area near the lift saw a rapid increase in raptures and became impenetrable. We can no longer target the highest-ranking figure among the hellish horde, and they constantly keep pouring out more raptures. It's unfortunate, but what can we do?
Why did you come to free me?
Because you would have died if I left you. You might become corrupted again.
Wouldn't it be better if I died? I killed so many people. I destroyed countless Nikkes. I prevented humankind from succeeding. It's not even certain if I've been cured. I might regress. I'm no longer beautiful. Wouldn't it be better if I just died? Or went back and spent the rest of my days as a test subject? I don't know what I am anymore. I don't know what I should live for anymore. Who am I, Anichiro or Cinderella? Ave, in your eyes, what do I look like?
A pathetic fool.
Straight to the jugular.
If you're looking for comfort, then you came to the wrong person. You know me. I'm not one for flattery. However, there are others who can do that in my stead.
Huh?
I called some of your old friends over.
Oh.
They'll be here soon.
Just straight to the jugular.
I'm here. There's no cause for concern. I've got to protect my sister. Reloading. No time to waste. I must get my darling safe. You're nearly delaying the inevitable.
Target destroyed.
I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Do you think there's anyone tracking us?
I would assume so.
It's awfully quiet, though.
This is Oswald we're talking about, after all. It might be smart to sit back and observe it first.
Well, we haven't noticed anything that seems too concerning, so it should be okay.
We want to see Cinderella as soon as we can. Ah.
Cinderella, come out.
You still look like Anichiro to me. Your eyes are still red.
Now I really gotta take a look at Nihilister one more time.
She wasn't into the innocent look anymore, so she went for a makeover. Cinderella, say something.
Everyone?
Hansel, Gretel, and the Little Mermaid flinch and step back.
Sorry, we're not scared.
Bullshit.
You just surprised us, that's all.
Bullshit.
Oh, I'm sorry, everyone. I'm sorry for causing you so much suffering.
Especially Little Mermaid.
For messing everything up. I know this might be hard to believe, but I think I'm in my right mind now.
Little Mermaid cautiously approaches Cinderella and quietly reaches out her hand. The one who had her jaw legit broken off and beaten into a senseless pulp is the one that just reaches out.
Siren.
Cinderella extends her hand to hold the Little Mermaid's. Startled, Little Mermaid takes a few steps back.
Gretel and I think Siren is still scared.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I'm scared that Gretel wants to kill Cinderella. We're still sore about getting our butts handed to us.
Watch your mouth.
You should consider our feelings. If Oswald hadn't saved Hansel and Gretel and the others, we would all have died. We also know the reason Cinderella acted the way she did was because she was corrupted. However, we're still scared and want to kill her.
I'm sorry.
Give us some time. It won't be easy to go back to the way things were. Once it's clear that you're back to your usual self, we'll apologize, and we'll give you a big hug.
Sorry.
Siren, stop talking.
I'm a little scared too. Give me a little more time.
Be careful and don't phrase anything like a command, or it can activate your powers.
A little time will make things better.
Yep, there we go.
I told you not to speak. Why don't you listen to me?
Like, I feel sorry for Little Mermaid. Like, she has so much to say, but anything that she says in a command would just turn things into an absolute spiral.
Okay, I understand. You can't trust me yet. I'll wait.
It's getting late, so let's get some rest. It'll take at least a day for everyone to lower their guard anyway.
Speaking of Nihilister, Zentraya is also getting like an outfit based on her. Well, she's actually getting a model that is cosplaying Nihilister. I don't know if she has it already, but she's always been like teasing about it too. Unless if I kind of missed the debut.
Yes, I think that's a good idea.
Can I borrow Cinderella for a bit?
Why? Why, Red Shoes? Why do you want to borrow Cinderella for a bit, huh?
Sure. You should try and make her feel better.
Got it. Cinderella, this way.
Okay.
Red Shoes and Cinderella walks together.
Thank goodness.
Sorry.
I can't help the way I feel. I'm scared. Gretel feels a little sorry for Cinderella.
Even she said that she wanted to kill her too? Make up your mind.
I know. We can't go back to the way things were straight away.
Don't worry. Just get behind me.
Now, it also makes me think, if Zentraya goes for Nihilister, what other... Well, I think there's actually been like a music video of...
Me.
Right?
Oh, this. Alright, so let's get some more mirrors. Because I think there was a music video, or at least some sort of cover that was done by like all the girls from V Shoujo for a Nikke song, or maybe a couple Nikke songs if I remember correctly, and it showed them like each one kind of cosplaying a certain character too. I forgot what it was, but I'm pretty sure the fans could probably just tell me about that, or I could just look it up too. But Nihilus does seem like a very good fit for Zentré, if anything. Rapunzel probably be a good fit for Melody. Hime, I'll probably say. It's been a while since I remember anything about Hime. Iron Mouse could definitely be Dorothy. Michi could probably be Scarlet. Or no, Eleg? I think Eleg will probably work better, but I think that might be closer to her past life design. Red shoes and Cinderella cup of tea. Again.
Drink this.
Wait, that's it. Eleg meant Exia. Exia would look more closer to Michi's past life.
This is...
Yes, it's the same tea we had before. I figured it'd be perfect to ease us into talking more openly.
No, not again.
Thank you.
Not again.
Don't mention it. Do your eyes hurt?
No, they don't. They don't feel strange at all. It just feels like a simple color change, that's all.
It feels like a simple color change. How do you feel a color?
It looks like a...
You're right.
It's pretty.
I'd rather you not say that.
Sorry. What about the rest of you? Any pain or discomfort?
This might sound strange, but I feel more energetic than ever. I almost feel omnipotent.
That's understandable. You underwent a major upgrade. How about your appetite or sleep habits?
The same. No change.
You really are back. You haven't changed a bit. Your tone, your facial expressions, everything is the same.
Yeah.
It's such a relief.
Thank you.
Do you remember everything from when you were corrupted?
Yes, I remember everything. I acted of my own free will, killing those Nikkes and those humans. I thought it was all for the Queen. I truly believed I was doing something beautiful. When I came to my senses, I wanted to die.
So, it warps your consciousness entirely. Turns you into a rapture.
I believe so.
Was there anything else that was out of the norm?
There was this wall.
A wall?
I was present, but I saw another version of me on the other side of the wall, and I couldn't break it down. That me beyond the wall did terrible things. All I could do was watch helplessly.
Like a split personality. Huh, that's remarkable.
My mental faculties weren't enough to resist it. I was terrified.
Was there anything else? Like someone talking to you or something?
Yes, someone spoke to me. It tried to tempt me into listening to it.
It tried to persuade you into doing things?
I don't know if I could call it persuasion. There was a time when I came to my senses, and when I did, it threatened me, as if it had a personality all its own. It tried to bring me over to the dark side.
And there were no cookies in place. What a shame.
Is that what corruption is capable of? This is astounding.
Oh, God!
This all sounds like science fiction. The rate at which the raptures have evolved is astonishing.
Red shoes? Why do you sound like that?
Huh?
You seem happy about this.
Oh, well... You could say that corruption is my own creation.
Why? Why? If evil, why hot? If evil, why hot? You can, no, you can't. No, you can't. You can't. You can't fix it. She's already dead set on doing what she wants. You gotta go. You gotta go. Who am I to talk? I got Dulcinea. Ha! Tomorrow. Destroy in what sense, Seiko? Destroy in what sense? It's crazy how she just straight up admits. Yeah, she just flat out admits it. Flat out, nothing to hide, admit it. I'm glad we're having this little elaboration because I know the Fix-It crowd's definitely gonna try and do that. But then again, it's watermelon on thighs carnage awaiting you. We're not fixers? No. No, we're not.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything. So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins? So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins? I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster. If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
What remains in my memory are the ceaseless screams of the dying, the sight of corpses piled up like mountains, an image of me standing on top of that festering peak.
So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever
My legs! Cinderella! My legs hurt! Give me back my legs! Gretel, where's your arm?
Where's yours, Hansel?
Who did this? Cinderella.
Cinderella.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
This is insane. She's a Nikke. She's the goddess of victory who protected us. She's been affected by corruption. She's not herself. How can we experiment on her?
Do you realize how many have died? My entire hometown has been razed to the ground. Both of my sons who joined the military are dead. My wife couldn't bear it, and she
took her own life.
Where did you say your hometown was?
Valley County.
It's been obliterated, wiped off the map. Because of that thing.
What did you say? Is that why I couldn't reach my family for the past few days? No. My mother.
There are hundreds more like you. So steel yourself. That is not a Nikke. Certainly nothing as noble as the goddess of victory. It is an evil force which has united to destroy humanity. And so, we must find a way to destroy it by any means necessary. There is no need for empathy. Consider it an object. Something which must be erased.
I don't know if I'm capable of that. I will seek my revenge, under the guise of research.
That too might be doable.
I'll register that as a new quest on the list.
Okay, let's continue.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
Through the mirror we go, Dante. You must do your dailies and go to the mirror dungeons, Dante.
I'll never be able to defeat the Raptures at this rate. The Raptures are infinite, while we're finite in number.
A grounded assessment, to be sure.
So, we have to go big. That's the only way we'll be able to turn the tide.
Did you have anything in mind?
I believe so. No, actually, I'm certain I do. But it will be incredibly difficult. Close to impossible, in fact. But we have to make it happen. As the goddesses, we must protect humanity.
What's your plan? Do you think we stand a chance?
Even if we didn't, we have to try. That's our job. So, Red Shoes, never give up. I'll take the first step. All you have to do is follow me. I'll become humanity's savior. I need you on my side. I have to go. We'll meet again.
Goodbye, Rapunzel. I wish you luck. Having hope in a situation where you can't win. Wouldn't siding with the Raptures solve this problem?
God damn it, man. She's been this way from the start. So what was the patient zero then?
At first, corruption was a bagatelle, something trivial which momentarily paralyzed Nikke's. However, the way it operated was somewhat unorthodox. It didn't affect the nervous system, nor any other part of the body. So, I was curious as to how it could induce paralysis. Every Nikke's brain has something called a nymph. Have you heard of it? It injects information into the brain and then backs up all the information contained within the brain. In the initial stage, corruption forces its way into this nymph to issue a command not to move. The important thing was that it touched the nymph. It's that simple. This is where I saw the future. A future where we don't lose. A future where humanity wins this war.
Remember that thing I said about the pursuit of knowledge being destructive? The pursuit of knowledge is a very dangerous thing. Very, very dangerous. It's why eldritch horror abominations are a thing in a lot of Lovecraftian stories, because someone decided to just look a little bit deeper and try to get as much as they can before getting out. But once they realize that they're in the rabbit hole, they can't get out. This is Red Shoe's situation, where she got so invested on trying to find a way in order to counterattack the Raptures, that she probably willingly went to a heretic and got corrupted. But she was looking for a very suitable sample size to kind of confirm whether or not the effects of corruption could be effective enough. So Cinderella became the test subject. And lo and behold, once Anakira became a reality, I'm pretty sure she did whatever she could in order to not blow her cover. It also seemed very strange as to why she would be the one to fix the communications line that Abe cut, and getting Oswald to appear too. Something that Abe did not want to have happen. This is the catalyst.
It's simple. We simply need to be on the same side. I didn't have the necessary skills to affect the nymph, so I started investigating this corruption phenomenon. And I discovered something remarkable. Corruption comprises a code that even humans can understand. This was a revelation. I tried inputting simple commands from the corruption process into the Nikkes. You know what happened? They started moving according to the command that was input. It was fascinating. So, I implanted my own personality data into the corruption code and modified it to have the subject think in the same manner as a rapture. This was also a resounding success.
Give me a moment.
The Nikkes infected by the corruption only repeated actions which were beneficial to the Raptures. I was overwhelmed with joy. I had discovered a way for humanity to... The Raptures are our enemy. An enemy we must defeat. But if we switch our way of thinking and proceed with the mindset that Raptures are our allies, then we don't need to fight anymore. We can truly achieve harmony.
Unified world?
But there was a big problem. The corruption injected with my personality had very obvious limitations. It didn't last long. It either got attacked by the nymph and died, or physically destroyed the brain. My personality data was inferior and unable to perform a diverse range of actions. I had gone as far as I could with my own skill set. I became painfully aware of my limitations. So, I implanted this improved corruption code in the Raptures and returned them. I trusted the Raptures. If the Raptures had achieved such incredible evolutionary progress in a short period, with this improved corruption code, I firmly believed that they would be able to hone it to perfection. And they did not disappoint. When the Raptures returned with the new and improved corruption code, I felt as if I had the entire world in the palm of my hand. Although it had become something unique to Raptures, something that humans could not understand, it was perfection personified. That was what created you, Anichiro, the fruit of my labor. That was how the Raptures responded to the peace treaty I sent out. I proposed that we could live together in harmony. You, Anichiro, are a symbol of peace between the Raptures and humanity. You are a perfect being.
And Cinderella's not taking this too kindly.
The most beautiful being. If you had a beastly beauty when you were corrupted, now your beauty is absolute. Tell me more. Tell me everything about yourself. How are you feeling? Do you still want to live for the Raptures? How does it feel when you see a Nikke? Is there a difference from before? Do you sleep? Can you taste? Do the Raptures attack you? Do you feel like you are out of place? Do you want to kill humans? Do you want to save them? Do you still hear voices? How long can you hold your breath? Tell me. Tell me everything, Anichiro. Please.
Breathe, girl, breathe.
I have a question.
Questions are also good. What is it?
Are you the one who implanted the corruption in me?
Yes. I did it during your last maintenance check.
Why me?
Because you're the most perfect Nikke amongst us. The result of the Rapture-improved corruption combined with your perfection. I had no doubt that the results would be sublime. The Raptures realized that too. That's why they modified you to be omnipotent. The ultimate masterpiece, jointly created by me, the Raptures, and Ave. Is such beauty even moral? It's almost blasphemous.
It's almost sacrilegious.
Did you do this to the others as well?
No, not yet. I didn't want to waste any precious subjects until I confirmed your outcome.
When did you come up with the idea of coexisting with the Raptures?
A while ago, when I was still human.
Why did you apply to become a Grimm's model?
In order to spread my beliefs, I required power. I had to climb up the ranks. Rather than coming from a priest or VTC researcher, the words of a goddess would carry much more influence.
Are you saying you want to infect all Nikkes?
Yes.
How have you not been found out yet?
I'm aware that others would consider me insane. It's that awareness that has allowed me to remain undetected. I was surprised that they wanted to do a brain scan, but it didn't amount to much. Anichiro, it's destiny. How else could everything have fallen into place so perfectly? You must guide me. You must guide everyone on the heretic path, on the path to harmony.
One last question.
Please ask.
Is there a reason why I shouldn't kill you now?
Because I'm going to help you. Now we can begin to walk the path toward peaceful coexistence with the Raptures.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen.
Not many people will understand, but I will see my plan through. I simply need you to remain a symbolic figure. I'll take care of everything else. So, Anichiro, with
Yes! Yes! A beam of light from glass clippers pierces through Red Shoe's core. She collapsed lifelessly to the ground.
Don't call me that.
Cinderella lowers her head and cradles her face in her hands, sobbing silently. It's practically that exchange between Armstrong and Raiden. Yeah, I can understand you. I can understand that you're batshit insane. Cinderella quickly raises her head. Red Shoes is moving.
How? I pierced her core straight through.
Both of Red Shoe's legs twist and contort at unnatural angles. She then charges at Cinderella, frantically swinging. That's crazy. The flailing legs ceaselessly pound on glass slippers.
Her appendages are moving even after the main body has been taken out.
Red Shoes moves like a marionette with strings attached. Glass slippers fires a light beam, severing both Red Shoes' legs from her body, like a sword through the air. Red Shoes once again falls lifelessly to the floor. The two detached legs wander around aimlessly as if lost and not knowing where to go. After a while, they disappear into the darkness. So the legs are still moving. How are you still alive?
You're still breathing?
Oh, how happy I would be to be turned into a heretic.
Red Shoe's eyes glow faint as her life slips away, and her movement ceases.
It was you. This is all because of you. You caused all this pain and misery. Damn you!
Cinderella?
Red Shoes! Is she dead?
What's going on? Explain!
Cinderella looks around with trembling eyes. The room in which she is in shambles. Red Shoe's corpse with the legs amputated and a hole in her chest. And standing beside the body is her. Look at the story. Is it like a particular log, or is there something else that's like outside of the game? The face on the comrades unable to hide their fear and horror.
Did you do this?
Okay.
No, it's not.
Cinderella?
It wasn't me. I mean, I did this to her, but she was trying to corrupt. She said that the corruption was her doing. She was trying to use it to...
What?
Gretel, glass slippers are solid, so I'll use acid.
Which is about arrogance.
Roger, let's kill this heretic.
No, I'm not a heretic. I'm not Enichiro anymore. It's me, Cinderella.
Let me ask you a question then. You're saying Red Shoes is behind this corruption, and it was her who planted it inside you?
Oh yeah. That's how the Red Shoes works. It pretty much turns the user against. It practically turns Ware into a practical monster, and the only way for the shoes to get taken out is for the legs to be amputated, the legs or feet to be amputated. Her legs were amputated and prevented her from entering heaven. She was forgiven and her heart burst like the core was shot here, burst from happiness. Hence why she had a smile on her face too.
That's right. I can explain every...
Do you really expect us to believe that? There's no way Red Shoes would do something like that.
You feel the same way, Siren? Then what about me? What about me? You think I would kill Red Shoes without cause? Why isn't anyone hearing out my side of the story? Why I did it, or what happened? I'm back. I'm all better now. Why don't you believe me? Why didn't any of you? When I saw you all a while ago, why didn't anyone ask if I was okay? Huh? When you all look at me, what do you see?
Cinderella's question is greeted with silence.
Okay, I understand now. Even after what I put you through, you were willing to meet with me. I'm grateful for that. But I guess I had the wrong impression. You simply wanted to see a monster. You wanted to hurt a monster.
Cinderella begins to levitate.
Cinderella, don't follow me, or I'll kill you where you stand.
Cinderella disappears, leaving her former colleague standing amongst the ruined room. They silently stare up at the sky where Cinderella disappeared.
As long as you have me, you'll never lose this round. Bunny girl never loses.
Reloading.
I've got to protect my sister. I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere. As long as you have me, you'll never lose this round. Getting ready.
Or she's say something new now? Okay, we can probably take a look once we get back to the map.
Got to protect my sister. Bunny girl never loses. I guess this makes me a good luck charm, doesn't it?
Cinderella wakes up from her sleep and stares blankly out the window into space. At the point where the horizon meets a cloudless sky, as tears fall down her face, the sun sets. As she falls back to sleep, Cinderella weeps. Cinderella wakes up from her sleep and stares blankly out of the window into space. At the point where the horizon meets a cloudless sky, as tears fall down her face, the sun sets. As she falls back to sleep, Cinderella weeps. You get the idea. And suddenly she realizes what she must do.
My life is no longer a beautiful fairy tale. I am a traitor to humanity. A monster. A heretic. That's the way my story has been written. A failed story. A fairy tale that is not beautiful must be erased.
It's another work in progress? Alright.
Glass slippers. Full contact.
The glass surface floats and unfolds. The panels, which only a few moments ago were emitting a barrage of light beams, was designed to be aimed at the scourge of mankind, turned to Cinderella. Cinderella closes her eyes. In her mind, the image which arises is not the goddess squad she so longed to be a part of. Not the Nikkes and humans who perished and suffered by her hand. Not the researcher who turned the gun on himself right before her eyes. Nor Red Shoes, whom she killed in a murderous rage. It was one who appeared out of nowhere during her agony.
Cinderella.
Cinderella thought she was hearing voices.
Get up.
With trepidation, she opens her eyes. Abe is standing before her.
Turn glass slippers off, you idiot.
Huh? How did you find me?
Yeah, how did she find you?
How am I supposed to fight in this outfit?
No time to wait. I must keep my darling safe.
Let's see. Reloading.
On my face. There are more?
Decoy.
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere.
Answer me. How did you find me? Answer me!
I thought you would be here.
What?
You always said that someday, when this was all over, you'd want to spend your days in a place where the cloudless sky meets the horizon.
Cinderella looks out the window. Outside, the cloudless sky and the horizon intermingle.
After you ran away, I looked for a place that matched that description. I assumed that you would have thought that everything was over. There were a few places that fit the bill, but this one was the furthest. So I figured that's where I'd find you.
Did I say that?
You did.
I don't remember.
I do.
Why are you here?
To take you away.
Where?
Anywhere but here.
Wherever it is, I'm not going. I will stay here.
And do what? Die?
Yes.
I can't allow that.
I don't need your permission.
That's where you're wrong. I created you. So I say when you get to die. Come on, get up.
Abe takes Cinderella's hand, and she flinches.
I told you to get up.
What are you trying to do?
Get up so we can have some snacks and chat.
Abe tugs at Cinderella, but she doesn't budge.
Come on, please.
Forget about me.
No.
I said forget about me. I've become a monster. I'm no longer beautiful. I stood in the goddess's way. I killed many humans, and my own comrade. I've ruined everything. There's no reason for me to live.
You have to live.
Why?
Abe sits down in front of Cinderella.
Because I want to be the best engineer this world has ever known. You are my creation, my greatest masterpiece. It can't end like this. I can't let you end it all on such a miserable note. Otherwise, I would have created something which didn't amount to anything. No, this isn't where the story ends.
I don't want to be in sexy, exquisite poses. Osaka, I created you. I say you get the gloves and... You do not have any permission to die, to disappear, or do anything without my say-so.
Your story can only come to a close when you're at your most beautiful.
I already have too much blood on my hands. I'm not beautiful anymore. My story has been tainted. There's no happy ending for me anymore. A fairy tale, which is no longer beautiful, should be erased.
I've always been watching you. I didn't want to miss a single moment. Your perseverance towards achieving your goals, your refusal to give up, your way of thinking, the future, your dreams. I watched it all. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe I could create a masterpiece such as yourself. I couldn't take my eyes off you. You were so beautiful.
Huh?
You always had a captive audience in me. Your attention was focused on the Goddess Squad. You wanted to be part of them. To be honest, I wasn't terribly interested in them, because you were more beautiful. You were shining bright like a diamond, and you were right in front of me. So why would I look at inferior beings that were far away? You were the most beautiful being that I ever created. My goddess of victory.
She said the thing!
Goddess of victory.
She said the thing too!
That's why it can't end here. My goddess of victory must shine the brightest.
They're all saying the thing.
And be the most beautiful. Let's rewrite it. Let's rewrite this fairy tale which has gone astray. You're still alive. It's not over yet. There's still a chance to rewrite the story as many times as we want. It's only the first chapter that's finished.
There it is, there it is.
There's still a long way to go until the ending. There's bound to be plenty of twists and turns along the way. Let's create a happy ending.
But I've already killed so many people.
You weren't you.
I stood in the way of the Goddess Squad.
That's not what you intended.
I became the enemy of the entire human race.
Rachel literally did become a meme. I can imagine why.
It's not your fault.
I even killed Red Shoes with my own hands.
You must have had a good reason for what you did. I trust you. No matter what happens, I will always trust you.
We created this. Yeah, she did. It's just Anakiro just standing right beside Cinderella, and just Cinderella just looking at Anakiro in just sheer horror. Yep, Red Shoes created corruption. Ergo also creating Anakiro. She literally is responsible. Yeah, it's like it's a domino thing. It's just small domino, it's just the big domino that's just standing right there. It's just the inevitable shit that's gonna happen. And it lets Suyin getting kicked in the stomach and kicked in the ribs. So there's a good benefit, but 95, 80%, just everything else is just bad.
I'm blinded by your light and your beauty.
Ave.
Look, Cinderella.
Your reflection is stained with blood.
What do you see?
A monster covered in blood.
Don't be a fool. That can be wiped away.
That must be some very easy to clean blood.
No matter what it's covered in, that doesn't change what's underneath.
For it to be just wiped away that easily?
Look, it's all clean. Whenever you're struggling, don't allow your image to define you.
Yeah, just get some OxyClean and clean those glass slippers. You might be able to get some of that blood off.
Instead, look at your true self. What do you see now?
It was easy to clean just on clothes or others. Yeah. Cloth surfaces are very difficult. On hard surfaces, you can kind of do that. It's just still a bit of work to do so anyway. Unless you like catch it very easily first. Like the time I accidentally cut my finger when I was putting together the my sound blocking foam. It was much easier to clean off a counter than it was on a, say, a shirt of mine. And also kind of instilled the fear of not being so flippant with X-Acto knives.
When you look at me, what do you see, Abe?
I can't see anything. I'm too starstruck. What do you see?
Me.
Who are you?
Cinderella.
And what kind of person is Cinderella?
Someone who betrayed humanity and killed a lot of people.
What do you mean? It's not an Ichiro who is reflected here. It's Cinderella. So I'll ask you again. What kind of person is Cinderella?
A person who, when in despair, received help from the goddesses and then idolized them. Someone who wanted to stand on the battlefield alongside them and applied for that privilege. Who worked really hard and became a second-generation Grimm's model. A person who took great pride in that truth. Someone who took thousands, tens of thousands of tests. Who always strived to achieve the best results.
Now there's a beautiful face.
Who never gave up on her dreams. Who was always proud and full of confidence. A person who loved their comrades. Someone who loved humanity. A person who loved myself. The most beautiful person in the world.
And this Cinderella you're describing, what did she want to do?
Defeat those who would harm humanity and protect the human race. To rewrite the story.
That's better. Let's do it. Let's rewrite it. I'll be in the front row watching. I'll be your mirror. I'll watch you become your true self.
Okay. You've watched over me all this time. Even if everyone turned their backs on me, you would remain by my side. For you, I will continue my story.
When you become exhausted and you can't stand to look at yourself, when the mirror's surface becomes smudged and dirty, just remember my eyes watching you. That's where you'll find the most beautiful goddess of victory this world has ever seen.
The thing! Yeah, let's take a look. Yeah, see, your anatomy's definitely coming together pretty nicely too. Much more definition than the abs.
Not a word of this to anyone. Having to suffer through this once for my child is difficult enough.
Did you say child?
A Destiny child?
Why are you making that weird face?
I'm touched.
Anyway, I know I was speaking confidently, but things have really gone to the dogs. Right now, you're...
The main reason why humanity had to flee underground. The one who destroyed the heretic research lab and who killed Red Shoes.
You already know. So, if we're being realistic, we have two choices. First, return to the central government and cooperate with the investigation. I'll be there to make sure they don't treat you roughly like before. We'll prove to them that you're completely and utterly free of corruption and explain the mechanisms behind it. While on paper, this is the safest and most conventional method,
Has the potential to go awry pretty quickly.
but it might not even be possible.
Especially considering I'm essentially a wanted criminal. I doubt I'll even be given the chance to explain myself.
Now, the second choice, hide out and wait. Like I told you, humanity has acknowledged defeat and is hiding underground. An operation called Ark Guardian, centered around the Goddess Squad, is underway. Whatever form it ends up assuming, the operation will soon come to a close. The people will seal the Ark and ensure that nothing can enter or exit.
Yep, the offensive overzone.
Our second option is to hide away and wait until that happens.
What happens then?
I don't know, maybe consider getting into farming?
What's the point of living on a planet where nothing remains?
You'll be alive, and that will be significant enough. You will wait, and you'll keep waiting. When humanity eventually emerges from their underground city, that is when you will help them. After enough time has passed, they'll be willing to overlook much of what has happened. While it's a safe choice, the disadvantage is that it will take a lot of time, and there's always the off chance that it will backfire. Pick whichever one you prefer.
Neither seems particularly alluring.
Then what are you going to do?
You said we should rewrite the story.
Yeah, and?
So let's rewrite it.
This can also be a part of the story. Every story has an intermission.
I don't like that. It's not beautiful.
It's easy enough to say you don't like something, but not so easy to come up with alternatives.
For better or worse, I've become stronger. My current strength is incomparable to before.
Good for you.
And due to the many unwanted battles, my skills have also significantly improved.
Why would you bring that up now of all times?
She's gonna bring the fight to the Raptures.
Sorry, I didn't mean to make things more difficult, but it's the truth. I'm as strong as ever. In matters of physical strength, nothing is impossible for me.
Hey, don't tell me...
Yep.
In order to fix the story, I need to right the wrongs I've committed. I'm going to take down the Queen. You mentioned that the number of raptures near the lift has increased, didn't you? It doesn't matter. With my current abilities, I can break through. I can erase the past catastrophes. The Goddess Squad will no longer be a failure. This is where it changes. What do you think? I think it's a beautiful plan that can resolve everything.
I don't think you have to go that far.
What do you mean?
Humanity doesn't trust you. They consider you their enemy. A traitor. You don't have to go through all this.
Ave.
Yep.
I still want to be a second-generation Grimm's model. The savior of humanity. The successor to the Goddess Squad. I'm not doing this for humanity. I'm doing it for myself. And for Ave, who created me. For my comrades. I need to undo the damage I caused with my own hands.
So you're going to take down the Queen?
Yes.
Sounds like a fool's errand. Let's get started.
What? That last bit contradicts the first part.
High risk, high reward. If we want to turn things around, then we've got to do something drastic.
And what better way than that than to just wage a single campaign of war against the Queen?
But there is something I need.
What is it?
I need Hansel, Gretel, and Siren. We need to go together. Then I know for sure that we can win.
Are you certain?
How could we not? While they may not be as strong as me, they are still remarkable.
It's not a matter of how strong they are or aren't. It's whether they'll be willing to go with you in the first place.
They'll come with me. I'm sure of it.
What makes you so confident?
Because I believe everyone feels the same as I do.
Okay. Let's go meet them. I don't know if they'll be persuaded, but we can at least go see them.
If you talk to them, I'm sure they'll listen.
Do you think I've got a voice like sirens or something?
No. You have something better. You're able to save someone who is ready to give up everything. Who is ready to choose death.
Don't you ever bring that up again, please.
There's no need to be flustered. You're beautiful.
Oh, that struck a chord. That little waver. Shoes on the other foot now, huh, Abe?
Well, still, if we want to talk to them, then the first step is to go meet up with them. And that'll be the biggest stumbling block.
How come? Surely that wouldn't be an issue for you.
Well, the thing is, before I came here, I used a stun gun to knock them all out. I'm considered an important witness, so they wouldn't let me leave.
Oh.
You think that's funny?
Let's find them then.
It's fucking hilarious.
Find them? You mean there?
Yes.
I guess there's some sense to that. Good. Then, let's start by sneaking in.
Wait. Someone's coming.
Is it a rapture?
I can't tell.
At that moment, a voice is heard from outside.
Come out. We have you surrounded.
This will be finished soon. You can rest for a moment. No time to wait. I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime,
Another key.
anywhere.
Yeah, now let's start looking around.
What an odd combination. What is this? I thought you said we were surrounded. A bit of an exaggeration, don't you think?
3 second-generation Grimm's models are more than enough to hem you in.
Hansel, Gretel, and Siren.
That is a new quest on the list.
Seems like you haven't come here to talk things through. Tell me, why are you here?
We're here to take you in.
I should say, just putting you in for lost stories. Just checking before you finish the stories. We'll change again. Okay.
And to eliminate the heretic, Anichiro.
Then I'm afraid you've wasted your trip, since the heretic Anichiro is no more.
Allow me to convey the current feelings of the central government. You massacred untold numbers of Nikkes and humans. Destroyed the heretic research lab. Murdered Red Shoes. In cold blood. You must be executed, given the untold harm you have caused on humankind, both physically and on morale. We are here to kill you and secure your remains. The news of your death will boost morale.
I hate to admit it, but you're not wrong.
Furthermore, any future option to capture or negotiate with Anichiro is off the table. Our primary goal is elimination.
Isn't that going a bit overboard? A heretic's body holds untold research potential.
Too many have died by her hand. It's not just the central government. The common people harbor a desire for revenge. So many of them have lost family and friends.
So she's become a figurehead.
Correct. Raptures are already starting to be viewed as a natural phenomenon, akin to a natural disaster. There is no trace of individuality amongst them. They are an anonymous collective, a faceless horde. But the heretic Anachiro? She is one person, a perfect and singular target to focus on.
So you came to kill her? And you brought them along?
Hey, you could achieve your wish, you two. Now's your chance.
Huh?
There is nothing better than a Grimm's model to combat a heretic.
Hey, you guys, what's gotten into you? Did you really come to kill Cinderella?
They're all in a bit of a tight spot. Their top member, Cinderella, has been corrupted. Red Shoes, once a high-ranking priest and researcher from BTC, is dead. Siren is barely able to control the immense power she wields. As for Hansel and Gretel, they are illicit creations. Only 3 second-generation Grimm's models were supposed to be made. Cinderella, Red Shoes, and Siren. Hansel and Gretel were created by you without prior authorization. You created full-fledged Nikkes, all in secret. You know what this implies, don't you?
That I'm amazing?
I won't deny that. But it also casts doubt upon your intentions. Only a potential traitor would conduct such actions in secret. The heretic is a new weapon that you created, and the second-generation Grimm's models were all made to eventually serve as such. It makes for a convenient cover-up, and you're the perfect scapegoat.
If you had a brain in your head, you'd know that's complete horse.
My opinion doesn't matter. What matters is that this is what most people will think, in particular, those who are in power.
So what are you trying to say?
Cinderella, if you die, everyone else can be cleared of their charges. If you take the blame for what's happened and die, Ave and the other Grimm's models can return. They can be humanity's saviors once again.
I'll register that as a
The
new quest on the
successors
list.
to the goddesses. Only you will be considered a traitor. To capture you, the second-generation Grimm's models were deployed. After a fierce battle, they emerged victorious. The foe that even the Goddess Squad struggled against will be defeated. Vengeance will be ours.
Yep, so essentially he's created the perfect cover story in the case that Cinderella either fucks off somewhere else or she dies.
It would be a grand achievement, one which overshadows any minor details.
I understand what you're saying, but I have no intention of cooperating. There is something I must do.
What is that?
I will defeat the Queen.
Huh? I see. Given your specifications, this is not as outlandish as it may sound. Very well. Is this your final decision? I should have known this is what you'd all decide.
Hansel, Gretel, Siren, let's go together. With your help, we can win.
Gretel and I want to ask you something.
Sure.
Did Anachiro kill Red Shoes?
No. I did.
Why did you kill her?
She deserved to die.
I thought Red Shoes was kind. She took good care of us. She was kind to Siren. She liked Cinderella. Was your hate for Red Shoes so strong as to forget all that?
Yes. I despised her.
If you start to hate Gretel and me, will you kill us too?
If you do something like what Red Shoes did, then yes, I will kill you.
What were Red Shoes' final words?
She didn't say anything.
I see.
She doesn't want to say the fact that Hansel and Gretel were next on the chopping block for her corruption, which could make a lot more issues for Abe. So she,
Oswald told me that she was refining the corruption virus.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, forget that then. It would be great if I would become a heretic. If I could become a heretic.
I did some of my own investigating. Turns out Red Shoes was using an old VTC research lab in secret. We found over 200 Nikkes and about 10 raptures there. The Nikkes all had their brains operated on, and the raptures had been implanted with corruption.
Is that true?
All the Nikkes were dead, but something stood out even more than that. All their eyes were red. The raptures were all functioning normally. They had been stripped of their armor and were immobile. Only the corruption-inducing devices were operational. Red Shoes was refining the corruption process. Of that, there is no doubt. And one more thing. The entire lab was full of your photos.
I see.
Gretel and I knew that Red Shoes did some bad things, and even worse things to Cinderella. But did you have to kill her?
Yes.
Was there no other option?
Yes.
No, there wasn't.
I think you're trying to play it off like you don't care. Gretel thinks you're crying. We both like you, Cinderella. We also liked Red Shoes. We're sad. Red Shoes was like family to us, and now she's gone.
I'm sad too.
We don't want to lose another family member, so we will protect you. We will protect Cinderella. Let's go together.
Thank you.
Can I hug you?
Sure.
Without a word, the two hug Cinderella tightly.
Sorry for not believing in what you said. For not believing you. Sorry. Sorry.
It's okay. Thank you for coming to meet me. Thank you for forgiving me.
You did nothing wrong.
Cinderella gently pats Hansel and Gretel on the back, and slowly walks towards the little mermaid. Cinderella quietly extends her hand to the little mermaid. The mermaid silently regards Cinderella's extended hand that reaches out her own in response. The two hands intertwine.
Cinderella, you were hurting. You were very lonely.
You fool. I told you not to talk.
No, let her speak.
I was so scared. I didn't know if the person in front of me was the real you. I was scared that you might hurt me again. I avoided your hand. You probably just wanted to hold hands. No one would have held Cinderella's hand.
You're holding my hand now. That's all I need.
I understand.
Dang, I didn't even need to persuade them. Oswald?
Yes?
Are you crying?
No.
Yes.
You didn't come here to kill us, did you?
I was sent here to eliminate you. That much is true, but I failed.
And here you are, practically laying down the red carpet to let us escape.
Don't be ridiculous. So are you going to kill the Queen?
Yes.
Then you are officially fugitives now. Your names will have a curse upon them, and you will be shunned.
It's okay. We can always clear our names again.
Gretel and I are okay with it.
Here.
Basil hands Abe a small tablet.
What's this?
A list of safe places and routes that will keep you out of harm's way. Perhaps it will come in handy.
Why are you doing this? It's unlike you.
I'm a fan.
Just like how he expressed to the Goddess Squadron, too. Oswald extends his hand and points off into the distance. He points to a gigantic pillar stretching from the horizon up into the far reaches of the sky. The lift.
You have to win. Give humanity the victory they deserve.
Leave it to us. I will bring you a splendid, beautiful victory.
Alright, now let's try to head to the lab.
So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins? I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
Alright, that's all here.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
Where is her lab? Oh, here we go.
If it
Oh, there's
means
Mother
I
Whale
can
too.
atone for my past, I am willing to do anything. So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
Can you forgive the enemies of the Goddess Squad?
No, I cannot.
Do you feel anger towards their enemies?
Yes, I feel anger.
Then what should you do?
I will kill them all. They intend to deceive the Goddess Squad. I will kill those who intend to lead the Goddess Squad to their death.
Show them your strength and will. Do not show mercy to those who look like you. Punish them. Be cruel to them.
Yes, I will punish them. I will instill fear in their hearts.
Good. Be angry. Hate them. Channel that anger and hatred. And use it to defend the goddess.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
Where is the Red Shoes area? Oh,
I'm
here.
not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster. If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything. So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
Yeah, I did look at this one actually. Because of you, we've ended up in this miserable state. I'll never forgive you.
If it means I can atone for my past,
Oh wait, this
I am
something
willing
here.
to do anything.
Okay. Since we have confirmed that corruption affects Nymph, I believe our research should proceed in a new direction, but for some reason the higher-ups have prohibited any further research. I feel like we're close. I can't stop now. This record is a compilation of all the research I've conducted unofficially. I firmly believe that in the distant future the world I will desire will arrive. This data will be a monumental achievement marking the beginning of such a new world.
I'm not
Here.
beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
Preparations are required. I must seize a rapture that induces corruption and prepare a batch of mass-produced Nikkes. Convert the facility into a laboratory more conducive to conducting experiments. Prepare sufficient sustenance to recharge the rapture's core. It weighs heavy on one's heart, but it must be considered a necessary sacrifice for a harmonious union in the future. Someday there will be those who understand that my intentions will be noble. Okay.
So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
Corruption is coded in a way that humans can understand. This means that you can embed the command like you desire. within the corruption's code and make a Nikke carry it out. After injecting corruption with a command impelling test subject 13 to constantly shout ahead, she followed the command faithfully for the preceding 3 minutes. She then returned to her senses, and the subsequent autopsy confirmed that no traces of corruption remained thanks to the nymph's natural healing properties. These aforementioned healing abilities are proving rather troublesome. I want to extend the duration of the commands being input, but I lack the sufficient knowledge of Nymph. For now, I need to determine how far I can push it.
I'm not beautiful anymore.
So it just became a further stress test to see how much. The action embedded with the corruption functions as an overriding command without exception for test subject 49. Corruption with a command to induce self-harm was injected, which the subject executed precisely as ordered, and any and all command to these and these codes assume absolute authority over all else. Corruption transforms the nymph itself, which Nikkes are incapable of resisting. You can essentially make them do anything, however the short duration of corruption remains a sore spot.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
I used my connections in VT2 to acquire personality data. They soon found out about my dream of unification and I was forced to make martyrs out of them. I injected the corruption containing my personality data into test subject 134 and something incredible happened. Several unique behavior patterns appeared. Not only did the subject attempt to protect the rapture, she also became hostile toward Nikkes. The subject acquired the mindset of a rapture, and interestingly, the rapture did not view the Nikke which had received the corruption as an adversary. The path to unity has been revealed. However, test subject 134 ended her own life as soon as the corruption lifted. The brevity of the duration remains a serious issue. So she's been doing Menegle-style experiments on Nikkes to see if she can try to unify both Nikkes and raptures.
So much destruction
An
that I
absolute
caused.
psychopath.
How can I ever atone for my sins?
All for the sake of science. And all for the sake of trying to get that strange worldview together. This report concerns my observation thus far on the phenomenon called corruption. Corruption is a technological invention from the raptures which induces temporary paralysis in Nikke's nervous system. Evil, why hot? Yeah, exactly. If evil, why hot? If hot, why evil? There's currently no known method to counteract this process, but since the effects are mild, the risk level can be considered low. It has been confirmed to be non-contagious. However, being rendered immobile even for a brief moment can be fatal on the battlefield, so caution is advised.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
The rapture that causes corruption utilizes a specialized tentacle-shaped apparatus. The tentacles physically penetrate the Nikke's body, inducing corruption, just like what happened to Rappy during the Material H encounter. The duration of the resulting paralysis varies depending on each Nikke, but the specifics have not been identified. Additional tracking and observation will be necessary. Same thing with Marion and Blacksmith. How she got corrupted was because of Blacksmith.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
It also kind of explains why she was able to shrug off a point-blank gunshot to the head,
anymore.
because the regenerative properties were too much.
I'm a monster. So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
I've tinkered with the personality data countless times and subjected numerous test subjects to various environments and conditions, but I've yet to achieve any real breakthrough. After the corruption lifted on test subject 251, she cried and shouted incessantly before attempting to flee. I had to dispose of her, however watching her flee brought me to a sudden realization. The rapture had found a way to touch the nymph without any encouragement on my part. If I just give them a little push, a great leap forward is inevitable. I've captured 10 raptures and implanted a corruption with my personality data and released them.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
Okay, although we performed an autopsy on the Nikke in a state of corruption, no significant abnormalities were found. There were only external wounds from the tentacles, and no unusual substances were found internally. We therefore presume this to be the work of some kind of microorganism or virus. As Nikkes are mechanical in nature, it is recommended to narrow the scope of inquiry to only viral strains for further investigation.
I'm not beautiful anymore.
Nope. Hey.
I'm a monster.
It's been confirmed that corruption forcibly issues a command to Nymph. What we are seeing is not paralysis, but rather a command to cease all actions, a kill switch. There also appears to be a partial connection to verbal commands. While it may be possible to implement other types of override commands, at this point in time, we have not seen any cases exhibiting anything other than that of the disruption of physical actions. Further tracking for additional cases is necessary.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything.
So far, the only cases discovered are related to the ceasing of physical commands. Numerous antidotes and vaccine programs have been attempted to treat the corruption, but none have proven effective. Fortunately, thanks to Nymph's natural defense capabilities, the invasive bodies cease their activity within a short period. Since there are still many things about Nymph itself which remains unclear, proactive treatment is currently impossible. Until we know more about Nymph, any research on the treatment of corruption will be temporarily halted.
So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
The duration... Alright, more wonderful news. Reports of strength and corruption are flooding in. The duration has been greatly extended and the time required to manifest has been significantly shortened. Behavior patterns have become much more diverse. Nikkes are now truly living for the raptures. What magnificent creatures the raptures are. Awe-inspiring even. Though there are reports that affected Nikkes repeat the last thing they did or said due to resistance from the nymph. In the end, they are completely subsumed by the corruption. The path to unity is within reach. I must keep moving forward.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
It has been some time since I left a report. The corruption has evolved to near perfection, but there is still one last step remaining. I must confirm what happens when a Grimm's model is infected with corruption. If my hypothesis is correct, the rapture will now consume the Grimm's model as a disposable asset, so the powerful Nikke would be considered valuable even to the rapture. I'm so excited I can hardly sleep. What will happen? What will happen? What will happen? What will become of Cinderella, you monster?
So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
Because of you. I will never forgive you.
If it means I can atone for my past, I am willing to do anything. So much destruction that I caused. How can I ever atone for my sins?
Okay, so let's finish up story 2.
I'm not beautiful anymore. I'm a monster.
Don't worry, just give. Everything superfluous will be banished from paradise. Time for Noir and Shock!
Glass slippers, full contact. Pour out. Now is the time of true beauty.
I may look like a bunny, but I'll take on anyone, anytime, anywhere!
In front of the lift, the girl stands in front of a seemingly endless rapture army. The sight is enough to make Abe's breath leave her body. Her throat dries up, and she gulps nervously. She recalls the conversation she just had.
Oswald?
Let's got a new gal from Zone here in Singapore. Which one? Oh, Yanagi, right?
You never had any doubt,
Yeah, still, you have to go
did
back
you?
to Zelda Zone Zero.
What do you mean?
You knew Cinderella was free from the corruption. I thought a hard case like you would prioritize the worst case scenario for sure.
I was hoping for this to be the outcome.
What?
That there was once a hero who was willing to fight until the bitter end. If she had given in to the corruption, that would be far too tragic an ending to the story. If corruption can be treated, then there's a chance that the hero could be rehabilitated as well. She's capable of that, and much more. Holding on to that kernel of hope, I decided to believe that corruption can be treated.
I had no idea you were this sentimental.
Only in certain situations. Ave, speaking of the worst case scenario, I need to tell you.
You're talking about how Cinderella might not be completely cured, right?
You knew.
What was it called again? Vophaus? I read a report. When you're exposed to it, 98% of the nanomachines in the body are destroyed. Cinderella's body is mostly made up of nanomachines now, but she hasn't experienced any changes.
The nanomachines collapsed and then regenerated. The key word to keep in mind here is internal.
Yes, I remember them using that term in the report. These nanomachines they refer to must be the nymph.
You know about Nymph as well? That's classified information.
A fugitive cares little about confidentiality. Anyway, if this Vophaus kills the nymph, then it's fair to assume that 98% of Cinderella's nymph is currently dead.
Correct. 2% remains. That could also mean that some corruption might still be present. We must also keep in mind that being nanomachines, they are capable of reproduction. If that happens, what will you do?
What do you mean by that?
I'm talking about if Cinderella becomes Anichiro again.
Cinderella will never be tainted again.
What evidence do you have to support that?
My own conviction. Nothing more.
Now who's being sentimental?
Only in certain situations.
Ave? Are you okay?
Huh? Oh, yeah, I'm okay. Just a bit nervous.
I hardly think it's fair that my first mission is to overthrow the Queen. Gretel, on the other hand, finds it very exciting.
The Ark is being sealed as we speak. The defensive operation centered around the Goddess Squad, Ark Guardian, is reaching its final stages. That means the high-level Raptors are heading for the Ark. But the Ark will be sealed and kept safe, because the Goddesses are there. While the Raptors head for the Ark, our aim is to find the Queen and attack. While all the pretty little Raptors are out to play, we strike when their house is empty. Well, maybe not entirely empty.
But empty enough in order to have them come back clamoring and screaming.
None of you have to come with us. This is a glorified suicide mission. You can all go back and say that Cinderella escaped. Your lives could return to normal.
Why aren't you going back, Ave? You're the weakest one amongst us. To be honest, you won't be able to help much in terms of combat.
I can still do repairs on you insolent goofballs. I have to see this through to the end. I need to witness the moment Cinderella clears her name once and for all. The moment she rewrites her story.
Gretel and I don't care about that. We just want Cinderella to live. That's why we have to protect her.
I want Cinderella to be happy. It's been too long since she felt happiness.
Thank you, everyone. Our story should have ended as a happy fairy tale. One that would have been remembered fondly for generations to come. But I ruined it all. I turned it into a story filled with pain and misery. But the story isn't over yet. I must continue writing it. Not just for myself, but for all of you as well. I promise that the story will write from now on won't be one of failure, but one with a happy ending.
We believe in you.
Come. Let's write our story.
Bundle him up nice and tight, Siren.
Oh.
Little Mermaid activates Spindrift, which flies out and spreads widely among the enemy camp.
Gather at the center.
All the Raptors who heard the secret command proceeded to gather in unison at the center of the area.
Let's do it, Gretel.
Boosh!
Yes, the secret recipe. Anti-matter bomb.
Oh!
Pow!
A ball of light emerges from Witch's cauldron. Bubble, bubble, boil, and trouble. And hurls itself towards the bunch of group of raptures. Upon impact, there's a blinding explosion of gargantuan scale.
That wasn't an actual hydrogen bomb, was it?
Of course not. I just came up with a joke name that sounded cool.
Don't scare me like that.
Rocked by a momentous explosion, the area is now littered with the remains of decimated raptures. Before long, however, additional raptures fill the empty space.
Gretel and I think there are too many raptures.
Don't worry. We can break through.
Yeah, this is her element.
Glass slippers, full contact, shower them.
Blue lights dance and entwine chaotically. The blue lights shower upon the group of raptures with pinpoint accuracy, piercing straight through all their cores. Having lost their power source, the raptures collapse lifelessly to the ground.
What an amazing control!
Amazing.
Let's keep going. Once we get inside the lift, victory is as good as ours.
All right, we can make it!
No Guardian level raptures detected. Since you're all experts at annihilating raptures, I don't foresee any major problems.
Funnels. Shield bits. Rifle bits. You name it, it is what it is. A loud explosion rings out near the walls of the lift, followed by a cloud of smoke. A red raptor leaps out from the plumes, changes its direction several times in midair and lands in front of the group. At first, Abe is encouraged by the fact that Rapture is fairly familiar in appearance to what they've encountered before. But after seeing a familiar red leg, she's shaken to her core.
Red shoes?
Are those Red Shoes' legs?
They've been modified to form a rapture.
You got your wish, Red Shoes. No, that's not it. You poor thing.
She got denied her wish.
The Raptures were never interested in you. Only in your weaponry. I'll right this wrong. I'll take these Red Shoes which you never deserved, and erase them from this world.
Replica Red Shoes.
Everything's just time for no.
And just like Red Shoes, she gets jobbed.
I knew you couldn't do it without me. Right?
Winning like a monster, winning like a bitch. The red-legged rapture moves chaotically through the air.
Damn you, stop flying around.
Yeah, that's just stolen tech. Yeah, it's just the Red Shoes. Because essentially, the person that was on top of Red Shoes was just along for the ride. We don't know her real name anyway, so we might as well just assume it as such.
Ugh, so annoying!
Stop now! Be gone!
As glass clippers light pierces through the rapture, it extends a tentacle which impales Cinderella. After the final attack, the rapture explodes, sending pieces flying every which way. Cinderella hastily cuts off the tentacle that pierced through her.
Don't tell me this.
Is meant to induce corruption.
An invisible wall appears in front of Cinderella again, beyond which she can see herself and her colleagues.
You came back,
Oh no!
and you brought your friends along too. Now, let's go over your mission once again. You don't want to see your friends killed by your own hand, do you? State your mission. Then you can be at ease. There's no time. Hurry.
Cinderella looks at the version of herself beyond the wall, and sees her friends looking back at her. Hansel and Gretel are running towards her. Siren is holding her face. Abe is grabbing her shoulders and shaking her. Cinderella looks into Abe's eyes and sees her own reflection. She sees herself staring blankly into space. Cinderella looks back into Abe's eyes, and there she sees it.
Yes. You've always been watching me. Your own goddess of victory. I won't allow myself to be tainted anymore. I have someone in my corner watching me. I have to be beautiful in their eyes. Be gone! The thought of your filth blighting my beauty
Be gone, thought!
sickens me.
The wall shatters.
Cinderella, snap out of it! Damn it, don't do this to me. We're so close. Wake up! Wake up! Cinderella!
What's wrong? You look like you're about to cry.
But the corruption...
At 2%.
What are you talking about? Don't worry. Your goddess of victory will never be tarnished.
Oh man. My heart can't take much more of this.
You need more sleep. That's what.
Cinderella, are you okay?
Of course. I'm fine. No matter what happens. I will never inflict
Oh, yeah, she said
any
the thing.
pain on any of you.
Good. Then let's go. The path ahead is clear. It's time to take down the Queen. Everyone, keep your head on a swivel. There's no knowing what we might find inside the lift.
Wow. So pretty.
Up the orbital elevator we go.
Yeah, beautiful.
No way you'd be riding this if you had a fear of heights.
Gretel and I think it's strange. The world as we know it has changed significantly, but from here, it looks as if not much has happened.
You're right. Ave, how long until we reach the space station?
Assuming that nothing goes wrong, we should arrive in 1 hour.
That's fast.
While it's technically a freight elevator, the speed is more akin to a shuttle.
Is there something on your mind?
No, not really. I'm just feeling confident that we got it right. The freight elevator is operating normally. If you look around, you can see all different sizes of scratches, so our theory that they used this to send the Raptors down to the surface must be correct. They're made at the space station, and transported using this lift. So, if things go south, if we just detach the space station...
How about destroying the lift itself?
That's essentially impossible. It's too big. And, thanks to gluttony, the use of large-scale weapons is prohibited. Only small groups like us could have made it this far.
Eve, Gretel and I think it's a bit hot in here.
Really? Could the temperature regulation system be broken? I'll check.
Abe approaches the control panel.
Actually, it's strange. It's not hot. It's burning.
I have a bad feeling.
Don't worry. Ave is looking into...
Wait, what the corruption say? What the mirror say again? A giant beam blasts through and vaporizes half the elevator. The resulting drop in air pressure causes everything to shake violently. Abe and Cinderella instinctively cling to the wall. Half of the elevator has been completely vaporized as if it never existed. The edges near where the beam hit are glowing flaming red. Abe stares at the scene dumbfounded.
A beam attack from above? What the? Where did everybody go? Where are they? Hansel! Gretel! Siren! Where are you? Did they fall?
Abe!
What's going on?
Pull yourself together. I'm sure everyone's safe.
How could they be? When we're this high up?
They'll be...
Another beam strikes down on them.
Abe!
Another gaping hole is torn in the elevator. Abe is barely clinging onto the newest severed area.
Abe! I'm coming!
Abe shakes her head vigorously and steadies her gaze.
Don't come! You'll get hit! This attack is from the Queen, I'm certain of it. She's armed with a high-output beam weapon. If you use glass slippers, we might stand a chance. So long as it's not destroyed entirely, this elevator will continue to ascend. Deploy glass slippers and keep going up!
What are you saying?
If you think you can't win, detach the station. Send the Queen packing. That way, you'll at least be able to cut off the supply route for the Raptors. We can win this!
Wait! I'm coming!
I said don't come! You have to go up. You need to continue the story.
How can I do it alone?
You can. You are my most beautiful goddess of victory.
The thing!
Now hurry, and we'll all be waiting for you down below. No, that's not it. I'll find you, no matter what happens.
I will come back to you, victorious!
That's the spirit. I believe in you. Cinder.
Abe loses her grip and plummets down. Cinderella clenches her teeth.
I guess I've arrived. Everyone, be safe. I'll win this for you, and return to you. Let's go.
Oh, she got that strut. These shots, man. Hmm? That's the queen. Zero 001. Recommend if you're looking. I'm doing pretty good. We're just finishing up, well, we just finished Old Tales, so we're just watching this scene. And perfect timing too, since this is also the time where I'm going to be wrapping up my stream as well. Ooh!
May this bring us a happy ending.
Oh, Weiss.
It's me. We've received orders from up high. Destroy all information related to the second-generation Grimm's models. Yes, all of it.
All of it.
The second generation was a failure. Operation Ark Guardian was a success. Now we just need to seal the Ark. If it weren't for Lilyweiss, it would have been impossible. The operation succeeded. But we lost the goddess of victory herself. Morale is lower than ever. We can't allow such failures to continue to exist. At such a pivotal moment, none of the Grimm's models can be allowed to fail again. They must be made examples of. Yes, I will leave it to you. My hands are tied. All I can do is wipe the slate clean. I don't know when it will be. But if there ever comes a time when we can resume your stories again, my hope is that the newly cleansed slate will only contain beautiful stories. May it be so.
Now, who could he been talking to? Okay, hard mode's unlocked. So there's just like extra missions for getting some stuff. But that could be all taken care of on my own time. Alright, let's see. Yeah, there it is. And silence. Yeah, and also I should also do the in the mirror minigame too before that wraps up. Goodbye, red shoes. Take those red shoes of yours and everything else, and just disappear. With that, thanks everybody for watching, lurking, and all that good stuff. Hope you had a wonderful time watching the stream and experiencing old tales together. While we witness the dream end and continue again, so too can we see a new kind of mirror. Shattered as it may be, the beauty still remains. And let it be a reminder that Nikke, amidst all the cake, TNA, and beautiful women, there is still a very human story being told. One of pain, survival, strife, and overcoming the odds, no matter how hopeless it may seem. Take care. See you Friday. I'm trying to me. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Oh, speaking of which, hopefully, I hope I don't get gypped out of it. I actually commissioned some badge art. So for subs, you may actually finally get something that's representative of Delphinium. So please look forward to that. I don't know how long it may be, but I'm looking forward to it. And hopefully it's from a reputable source too. Let's see, we can send y'all to. We'll go from there. And that'll be that. We're gonna send ourselves to Matcha. They are currently doing a co-working stream. They might not have a mic, but hey, stick around and see what their process is, alright? So then, peace out.